closed at the door.
We will weave you a web of wonder, a comedy from rise of ancient lore.
A little love, a little lust, a little greed, a little laughter filling up the spaces.
A bit of brass, a bit of milk is all we need. The magic words to enter your embraces. All under the spell
Of a spinning
of
tale,
your imagination.
even fairy
All
tale.
under the spell
Of a spinning tale,
of your invitation.
take a small vacation to deal with fascination. A spinning tale, beguiling and bucolic. A spinning tale, a night of fun and frolic.
Oh,
Oh,
a spinning
a spinning tale, a spinning tale, a spinning. A little love, a little lust, a little greed, a little laughter filling up the spaces. A bit of brass, a bit of luck is all we need. The magic words to enter your good graces.
all under the spell
Of a spinning tale,
of your imagination.
we will spin a tale.
All under the spell
Of a spinning tale,
of your invitation.
take a small vacation to deal with fascination. A spinning tale, beguiling and bucolic. A spinning tale, a night of fun and frolic. Oh,
All under the I am the last woodland elf. Though I may be by myself, I still abide by the custom of old. Well, the elfin code I alone uphold. But it was not always so. Though my brothers were captured, oh, long ago. I can still remember when we were happy and free. So now I live by the elfin code to honor their memory. I live by the elfin code, and the forest deep is my abode. I live by the elfin code, it's the only life I know. A woodland elf can live forever, but he must be free. For should a human capture him, he'd die in captivity. I'm the last of the woodland elves, how I long for company. But a kind heart was our downfall, and now there's only me. The elfin code is a noble mode of life, as you shall see. To tamper with its tenets would bring honor and ignominy. When we give, we must receive at least a little token. If this demand cannot be met, the elfin code is broken. I live by the elfin code, in the forest deep is my abode. I live by the elfin code, it's the only life I know. Though the last of the woodland elves I may be, I live by the elfin code. Hear the sound of approaching feet. The king's royal messenger. I'd rather not meet.
hey, sound the call. His Majesty the King decrees that the land of Bim is now in need of a royal miller, whose job is to be the keeper of his grain. He will interview the men who seek the job of milling grain and wheat, and if you think this job's for you, tomorrow at the court will be the review.
Hey, Sidney, did you hear that? The king's looking for a new miller. Now there's a push job, and ever there was...
Now, just a minute there, Ralph. Being a miller is serious business.
Oh, what against us?
Yeah. Oh, what?
Perhaps you should apply for the job of His Majesty's Royal Miller.
Well, perhaps I will. Good sir, this is your lucky day. I'm the fellow you're looking for.
Oh, you are a miller?
Am I a miller, he asks? Far be it from me to boast, but if you were to comb this forest from now till doomsday, you would never come up with a man of my quality.
That's right. Sidney's the best miller around here.
He's the only miller around here.
I see. Well, then be at the court tomorrow at noon.
Most certainly. Oh, sir, would you care to join us for an ale at the inn? You know, to toast the next raw miller.
Why not?
Well, let's go then. Come on, Henry. Hope he's buying.
Are you coming, Prince? Do not speak my name. You go ahead.
Are you from the court?
Yes.
Forgive me for staring, but we seldom see anyone from the court. Now you are staring at me.
Oh, shouldn't I? Who are you?
I am Melinda, the miller's daughter.
Miller's daughter. Well, then you'll be coming to the court.
I, sir?
Well, yes, your father is applying for the position of royal miller.
Sir, never mind him. My father, he means well, but he tends to be a bit boastful.
So I've seen. Would you like to live at the court, Melinda?
Court? That would be a dream come true.
Ah, yet I am always finding reasons to leave it.
Leave it? Why would anyone want to leave such a wonderful place?
Oh, I think that life in the forest would be so tranquil, so serene.
Well, it is, but it's always the same.
I suppose both of us dream of another life.
Yes. Another life. Another life. Another place so far away from here. Here time stands still, and all around me silence fills the air, and still I know that there must be another life not to be alone.
We must be back by nightfall, Prince.
No.
Prince,
We'll be going now. Goodbye. Melinda, if I were free to choose another life, well, it would be...
Thanks for the round, Charlie. I might go home and take...
Father!
Follow me, boys.
position of the Royal Miller? You know, you never even would dare to ask for so great a position.
Oh, wouldn't I?
Mother, why don't you stop telling such stories?
I'll drink to that.
Me too! Stories? Well, I don't know what you mean.
Well, perhaps we should refresh your memory.
Remember when he...
Remember the time you said you could swim? You climbed up a tree, went out on a limb.
I never thought that I would fall in.
Fiddle-dee-di-dee-dee.
You went down twice, your chests were slim.
The third time down and things look grim.
It took 3 men to rescue him. Fiddle-dee-di-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-day.
It was just a harmless ride.
Fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-day.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Remember the time you promised a feast?
You said you killed a ferocious beast.
We had meat 2 weeks or a week at least.
Fiddle-dee-di-dee-dee.
It's true, I admit what I said wasn't so.
You said it was dragon.
But we didn't know it was only water buffalo. Fiddle-dee-di-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-day.
It was just a harmless ride.
Fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-day.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Remember the time you offered advice on how to rid my hair of lice?
I gave it to you at a very fair price.
Fiddle-dee-di-dee-dee. I covered my hair with grease and spice. I did it once, I did it twice. I made the ultimate sacrifice. Fiddle-dee-di-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-day.
It was just a harmless ride.
Fiddle-dee-dee. Fiddle-dee-day.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Fiddle-dee.
Fiddly-die.
Fiddle-dee.
Fiddly-die.
Fiddle-dee. Fiddle-dee. Fiddle-dee.
It was just a harmless ride.
Fiddle-dee.
Well, now I know what you really think of me.
Oh, please, Father. We weren't trying to hurt your feelings. But you do have a reputation for embroidering the truth.
Never mind. I will prove to you all that I'm not a fool. I'm going to the court to see the king. Mark my words. I'll get that job.
Oh, now, Sidney, wait for us.
Right.
Don't worry, Melinda. We'll look out for your father for you.
Well, that certainly puts my mind at ease.
Now, this is a funny situation. A miller with a grand aspiration. Ha! What will happen is in doubt. How it ends, I must find out.
Evade! What are you doing here? You are supposed to be with the Queen.
She commanded me to bring her some tea.
But this is not the way to the kitchen.
I know, I just had to get away. I cannot stand that woman a minute longer.
We vanished to this dreadful place. And it's all your fault. Flirting with the Duke.
How was I to know he had a jealous wife? I am so bored. I wish we were back in Paris. I haven't met a man in months.
Prince Rupert.
He's a baby. Besides, the Queen has forbidden him to speak to us. She says French Courtesans, and not proper company for the heir to the throne.
Courtesans?
She should know.
Ah, étranger!
A backwoods person.
Friends with him.
You said you could be serious.
Well, you said you were bold.
Will you leave me alone?
No, not until you talk to us.
Heaven forbid you should be seen talking to the village liar.
Oh, don't worry about that, Sidney. There's nobody here to see us.
I said I was bored, not desperate.
Let's have some fun.
Hello, strangers, one here. You're in no dangers, there's nothing to fear. Daddy, come to Mama now, and you can better show you how to love. Hello, I'm so just visiting you. My heart's full and some my white light is here. Daddy, please show me about now, and you can better show you how to love. New places, new faces, curiosity is in the try. Try a little, try a little, it's happening all of the time.
All hail His Majesty! The Royal Court of King Maximilian of the land of Vim is now in session.
Musette, do you see that stout fellow over there? Tell him I wish to meet with him later. Oh, I love a big man.
What's that you're saying, my dear?
I said, for supper, I'd love a big ham.
Well, don't go spending all of my money. I have little enough for myself without wasting it on your prodigious appetite.
Hear ye, hear ye! The most honorable and revered sovereign of the land of Vim will now give audience to one Sidney Molnar, miller from the village of Bath. Sidney Molnar!
Sire, I'm at your service.
Well, Mr. Windy Molar, if it is true that you are a killer, I cannot imagine why you...
No, I'm not the killer, sire.
What's that you're saying?
I said I'm a miller, not a killer.
But why didn't you say so? Well, why are you here?
I've come to apply for the job of the King's Royal Miller.
And why do I need a new royal miller?
You had the last one beheaded because he was too tall, you moron.
What's that you're saying, my dear?
I said, you had the last one removed because you wanted someone with more on the ball.
Quite right. More on the ball.
More on the ball.
are short.
Well, Your Majesty, I wish to say I'm honest all the time.
Well, what else do you have to recommend you?
Well, I'm just a simple man, sire. I own a small cottage, a worthy mill. I have but one treasure.
What's that you say? You say you have a treasure?
Yes, Your Majesty. My beautiful daughter, Melinda.
But what is it about her that is so valuable?
Well, Your Majesty, I am not one to boast. But my daughter, beautiful as she is, has a singing voice as rich as the most luxurious velvet. Oh, and can she cook, sire? Why, her cooking would rival the finest chefs in the land. And practical, resourceful. Why, she could take something as ordinary as straw and practically spin it into gold.
What's that you say? You say your daughter can spin straw into gold? This I must see for myself. Where is my son? Prince Rupert?
Yes, father, at your service.
Son, you are to find this girl and bring her to me at once.
Father, here is your
At once!
At once, father.
Your Majesty, there is no need to search. I am Melinda the miller's daughter, but I am afraid there has been a mistake.
A mistake?
Oh, yes,
A mistake? But either you are the miller's daughter or you are not.
Well, that's not a mistake.
I am the miller's daughter, but I cannot
No, but. Back, come here, quickly. Okay, that's you. Music, what's that girl's name again? Oh, yes, music. Come here, quickly. Prepare a room with a spinning wheel and lots of straw. Now, my pretty one, we shall put your talent to the test. And to ensure that you work it diligently, your father's life will be the price if you fail to fill my arms with scales by morning. What says that man? Straw into gold, it's impossible I return. I would stand in awe if I ever saw a girl spin straw into gold. Straw into gold, the idea is to learn. It would boggle the mind, should I really find a girl spin straw into gold.
I can turn gray into red. It's important I know to keep it open, but I'd let it all mold. I'd even sell my own soul if I could turn straw into gold.
I can make you from the lovers, and it's true. It's like ours, but I won't so if I won't show that a world that's been trying to go.
Straw into gold, it's impossible, I'm told. I would stand in awe if I ever saw a girl spin straw into gold. Straw into gold, the idea is to go. If it boggled the mind, should I really try it? A girl spin straw into gold.
I can slay dragons in the blink of an eye. Still, this is one story that I cannot buy. My blood will run cold if I were to behold a girl spinning straw into gold.
It can't be done.
It will be sun.
I can't conceive it.
I don't believe it.
It's just a hoax.
Well, then he tricks.
There goes my friend.
Gold grow fast.
A terrible fate. He was so charming. He's so alarming.
What have I said?
I'm filled with dread.
She's so pretty. It's such a pity.
It's gold, it's impossible, I'm told. I would stand in awe if I ever saw a girl spin straw into gold. Straw into gold, the idea is to go. If it boggled
prison. Now, Linda, I'm so sorry.
What am I going to do?
I'll help you escape. I'll come for you before dawn.
What about my father?
Oh, no. He's locked in the dungeon. But the guard wouldn't dare question me. First, I'll come for you, and then I'll help your father escape. And that's off to the forest forever.
But you are the only heir to the throne. How can you leave? It's a wonderful dream. But it's only a dream.
It's all my fault. If I hadn't gone to the forest, your father would never have come here. And you wouldn't be in this predicament.
If you hadn't come to the forest, then we never would have met.
And I would never have fallen in love with you.
With me? Can it be that dreams come true? Maybe for the lucky few. Still I know my dream is you. Someday we'll be together.
That moment when our eyes first met, I didn't even know you yet. Still that look I can't forget. Someday we'll be together. But if fate keeps us apart, you will always have my heart.
Now and forever,
Even if we never come
together as one.
Can someone like me achieve a love in which he can believe? Yes, my heart is on my sleeve. Someday we'll be together.
I had never thought that I would find someone whose love could touch my mind. Life can sometimes be so kind.
Someday we'll be together. But if fate keeps us apart, you will always have my heart.
Now and forever,
Even if we never come together.
together.
As one.
Sydney!
Sydney!
Is that you boys?
No, it's us, Sydney.
We've come to set you free.
Merciful heavens, I'm saved.
Now, don't you worry about a thing, 'cause we're gonna have you out of here no time.
Yeah, no time at all,
Easy,
Sydney.
boys. Hey, wait a minute. How did you get in here?
I bribed the guard with my skin of wine. It works every time.
Every time, eh? And just how many times have you broken into a guardhouse?
It's just a figure of speech.
Well, let's hurry up. Suppose somebody comes.
That's my dinner. Where you go?
Henry, sometimes I think you've got manure up the brain. Who's gonna be coming down here now?
What's that? Someone is coming. Get behind that car. Hurry. Hurry.
Sydney,
Who's there?
it is I, Yvette.
Yvette.
Oh, you poor man, what has he done to you?
How did you get in here?
I bribed the guard with a bottle of French brandy. Here
me to the lot. Soon you'll be a free man.
Oh, yes.
How dare you question the queen, you drunken fool? If the king were to find out about this, it would mean your head. Now out of my way! Oh, you poor man.
Your Majesty?
Yes, it is I. Oh, let it not be said that Queen Regina does not show compassion to her subjects, particularly when they are as attractive as you.
Attractive, are Your Majesty?
Do not toy with me, Sydney.
Huh?
From the moment I spied you in the court, I knew I had to have you, and I could feel passion between us immediately.
Your Majesty! Here?
Yes, well, in any case, I've come to arrange for your escape.
What about my daughter Melinda?
Your daughter?
Yes.
Oh, her. Well, that may be a bit more difficult. You see, she's locked in the tower, and the king himself is guarding the door.
Oh, no.
Oh, but not to worry. The king has a soft spot in his heart for young girls, and I shall persuade him to delay her punishment until we can devise an escape plan.
You would do that for me, Your Majesty?
Naturally, Sydney. And I am sure there is much you can and will do for me. I must go now, but I shall return for you as soon as the king discovers that your daughter cannot spin straw into gold. Till morning, Sydney.
Hello. I guess you won't be needing this any longer. I do miss you.
Sydney,
What?
what does this mean?
I think the queen is sweetheart Sydney.
I don't even think about it.
You know, Henry, for once I think you may be right. This sounds dangerous. We better come up with
You
another.
gotta help me, boys. I really got us into a mess this time. Hey, help me with my dinner, will you?
Oh, grandson.
I'm locked and secluded behind these four walls. Will there be an escape for me if destiny calls? Now I'm discouraged and worried. Life will pass me by if I don't make the spinning wheel fly. My head is still spinning. This all seems unreal. Oh, how can I spin gold from this wheel? Now, how could my father get me into this mess? What good would it do me if I tried to confess? Is there an answer, a reason why? Who will help me? Who will hear my cry? My conscience is winning, the truth must be told. I cannot spin straw into gold. What was that?
That, my dear, is the sound you will hear whenever it is evident, whenever it is clear. That help is on the way. You've nothing to fear. For the maker of magic soon will appear.
Who are you, little man? And how did you get in here?
the answer to your prayer. Seems to me you've had quite a scare. I might be persuaded my powers to share if you had that small reward that you could spare.
I'm afraid no one has the power to help me. Unless, that is, you can spin straw into gold.
And it just so happens you're taking a peek at the solitary soul with the talent you seek. A moment ago, your future looked bleak. But it could all turn around, even as we speak.
You say you really can spin straw into gold? How wonderful, but what can I possibly offer you in return?
That silver chain you wear is price enough in payment fair.
A gift from my dear mother. May she rest in peace. Well, I'm sure it would please her to know that her gift has saved me in my hour of need.
It is settled. It is agreed. Let us set to our task with utmost speed. If I'm to satisfy the king in his greed, a little time is all I need.
adopt the girl?
No, you don't. She is to marry Prince Rupert.
Come and marry the prince?
Can you think of a richer daughter-in-law?
A point well taken, my dear. A girl with such talent and training is a girl that is worth entertaining. From her hands, a girl will always be reigning. A new daughter will soon be gaining. But when? What if someone should try to steal her away?
We must keep her abilities a secret. It's the only way. It's the only way.
Let's keep our little secret, and let us keep it well. Let's keep this just between us, and promise not to tell. We'll keep this just between us, and we'll promise not to tell.
I have a little secret that I must never tell. For should they ever find out, it would not turn out well.
I have a little secret that I can never tell. Although I hardly know her, in love with her I fell. I have a little secret that I can not tell. I have a little secret that I can not tell.
I have a secret.
We have a secret.
I have a secret
We have a secret.
that I can never tell. That I can never tell. That I can never tell. I have
A little secret. Little secret. We have a secret.
I have a secret.
We have a secret.
I have a secret that I can never tell. That I can never tell. That I can never tell.
Never tell.
The king has an announcement to make.
I do. Oh, yes, of course I do. If you succeed in spinning me more gold, you shall marry Prince Rupert. Come, my dear, let us leave her to her work.
Marry the prince?
There'll be time enough for that later. After we get the gold.
But Rupert! No! Cordial son of mine.
I must call the elf at once.
Once again, I answer your prayer. It seems to me you're well aware I can be persuaded my powers to share. If you had that small reward that you could spare.
Oh, but I'm afraid I have nothing left to offer you. What shall I do?
No reward?
Well, I have nothing.
I must abide by the custom of old. If there be no reward, there'll be no gold.
Wait! Please. There must be something I can do.
You must promise to agree to give your firstborn child to me.
My firstborn child? How can I make such a promise? What choice do I have? My father's life. All right, little man. You have my promise.
Oh, I don't think the Queen's gonna like this.
Bite your tongue! What name do you choose, my dear?
Let it be Rupert.
No.
No. Oh, Maximilian.
Oh,
No.
I like that.
No, I have it. Reginald.
Reginald, now there's a name.
Reginald.
Okay.
What's in a name anyway?
What's in a name?
What's in a name?
What's in a name? What a root you call the skunks to be the same.
Give a child royal appellation
You'll see instant adoration
when the brony finally comes to claim
Because his name is signified.
that he's the man who's dignified, a fellow who is worthy of his fame.
He'll receive his due.
'Cause his parents knew the importance of the proper name.
Shakes time!
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Henry!
What's in a name? It could be a source of pride or cause for shame.
Sometimes a fancy moniker
Can just become a sonic blur.
a title that your tongue can never tame.
Be careful when you designate.
To find a handle that's first rate, or else you'll only have yourself to blame.
When you denominate.
Make sure you contemplate the importance.
I feel that I must stress it.
The importance.
I really must address it.
The importance of the proper name.
Ladies! Your presence is required in the royal chambers. You must help me choose a gown for the naming ceremony.
Tout suite, madame.
Yes.
Reginald.
Reginald it is.
Good day, gentlemen.
Well, we could make it a good night if you weren't in such a hurry.
Oh, no, Ralph.
Good day, lads. Well, Father, how are the wages running?
They're 3 to 1 in favor.
That Henry, he's such a jokester. No, His Majesty's Royal Miller would never engage in any activity that was so, beneath his station.
Well, Father, I'm happy to see you've changed your ways.
Most certainly. I would never think of taking advantage of my position as royal grandfather to bet on a name for this adorable child. By the by, you haven't chosen a name for the little tyke yet, have you?
It's undecided.
I don't like that name.
Prince Rupert! I must leave you, my dear. I need to get my father down from his horse.
We'd like to help you, Prince Rupert. But before we go about naming this dear child, there is one name I particularly detest.
Which is that?
That awful name, Reginald. It's so common, don't you think? Now, I won't let anything.
Look, I want
You
you to
stay
stay
away
away
from high school.
Good day, princess. Remember me? I saved you in your misery. In keeping with our fair accord, I have come to claim my just reward.
Just reward? What do you mean?
Can it be that you forget? It's the very last time we met. That fateful night, you did agree to give your firstborn child to me.
No! No! You can't mean to take
there you are, Belinda. We really must discuss this name thing.
Oh, Father, you must help me.
Who has dared to stress my daughter? Bring him to me. I will carve him in 1,000 pieces.
This is no time for joking, Father.
Huh?
It's the little man. He's come back, and he wants to take my son.
The little man, take my grandson? What are you saying?
Father, I'm trying to tell you. It was the elf who spun the straw into gold for me.
You mean it was not you that...
Of course not. Don't you think if I could spin straw into gold, I would not have done it sooner? He made me promise to give him my firstborn child in exchange for helping me.
Belinda, how could you make such a promise?
And what would you have done? I had no choice. Your life was at stake.
Oh, yes. But this is terrible. Now, what are we going to do?
Well, he's given me one last chance. If I am able to discover his name in 3 days' time, then he will allow me to keep the baby.
That sounds easy enough.
Well, then let us think of every possible name.
Okay, right.
Let's see, there's...
How about Balthazar's a good name, eh?
Balthazar's good. And what do you think of Balboa? It sounds like it could be in the name of an elf.
Why, whatever are you doing down there? We've come to visit the baby. We'll be right there.
What will we tell the queen? We're doomed if she finds out.
Wait. Just tell her we're making a list of possible names for the baby.
Oh, good.
Here we are, my dear. And where is my darling grandson? Yes, such an adorable child. Now tell me, what are you two up to?
Your Majesty, we were simply making a list of possible names for the baby prince.
That's right.
Perhaps we can help. Girls, I'd like you to think of all the men you've ever known and repeat their names to the princess.
But Your Majesty, that may take all day.
Perhaps if we just named the ones we liked.
Good idea. But then, I've never met a man I didn't like. I never met a man I didn't like. Be it Harry, Tom, or Steve, or Jim, or Mike. I find one that I adore, then another I like more. No, I never met a man I didn't like. I've yet to meet a man I don't deserve. The manly form just sets my heart on fire. When I see a virtuous physique, I feel my knees get weak. No, I've yet to meet a man I don't deserve. Some say that I'm audacious, so I prefer to think I'm gracious. Share the wealth is my motto, you see. Though I'm trained in Terranova, I'd rival Casanova. Turn one and nothing of me. I never met a man I didn't praise. It's a flaw I'll carry with me to the grave. Be he knight or be he knave, I must make the man my slave. No, I've never met a man I didn't praise. I never met a man I didn't love. Be he duke or he or prince or Siciliano. When I meet one on the street, I try to be discreet. Still, I never met a man I didn't love. Carried over by this feeling, my innocence revealing these lessons of this I cannot tell. Oh, I know that when I see one, my reed is quick and I shut. In a minute, I'm under his spell. I never met a man I didn't like. Be it Harry, Tom, or Steve, or Jim, or Mike. I find one that I adore, then another I like more. No, I never met a man I didn't like. No, I never met a man I didn't like. No, I never met a man I didn't like.
no one in this court but you. You must search the forest far and wide until you find that little elf. Please, Father, do what you can to discover his name. If you do not succeed, all our joy will be turned to pain.
Do not worry, Melinda. My hunting prowess is well known. I was just saying the other day about it.
What's that?
Looks like a note of some kind. I must see you. Please meet me in the hallway by the kitchen in 5 minutes. Queen Regina.
The Queen? What could she want?
She probably wants to make sure that there's enough flour, for all the baking for the celebration and whatnot.
Father, there will be no celebration if you do not find that elf.
I will deal with the Queen swiftly, and then I'll be off to the hunt. Do not worry, Melinda. I won't fail you. This time. Shouldn't the king be more suited for that?
I am not a man.
Oh, yes, but you're a...
Good.
Ow!
Sit here while I change. Musette. Sydney, I know it sounds silly, but it's a very difficult job being the queen. There are so many decisions to make, such as, do I wear the brocade or do I wear the silk? Sydney, are you listening?
Oh, certainly, Your Majesty.
Oh, Sydney, you must call me Regina when we are in private.
I could not be so bold, Your Majesty.
But I insist.
I think I better be going.
But you can't go yet.
No, you don't. People say you're...
Oh, it's the king. He wants to find you here. Wait, no, don't hide here. Behind the screen. Oh,
Regina! Regina! Where is the queen?
Max, what a pleasant surprise.
There you are, my dear. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh?
I am most concerned about this naming ceremony. It distresses me so to have a commoner responsible for naming the heir to the throne.
Oh, but Max, Melinda is princess now, and it is the custom of our land for the mother to name the child. We really should not break with tradition, dear.
But that oaf of a father of hers is simply too much to bear. And though my eyesight may be failing me. The way you fawn over him has not escaped my notice.
I?
Oh, do not deny it. I cannot fathom how you tolerate the imbecile.
I do so only out of a deference to my position, dearest. It is the duty of the Queen to present a picture of loving, familiar harmony to our many subjects. How else are we to maintain their loyalty?
Be that as it may, I do not trust that scoundrel. I would love to discover him in the slightest crime. Anything to ensure his execution. After all, I am the king.
Yes, dear, but let us not dwell on such unpleasant thoughts. The ceremony is fast approaching, and I'm sure you have many important things to do, so let us not waste your precious time any longer.
But Regina, I do not wish to leave you now. I came to see you, my dearest.
But Max, as you can see, we're busy trying on gowns, and I know you disdain such frivolity, so why don't you run alone?
On the contrary, my dear, nothing would give me greater pleasure than to see you dress and undress and dress and undress.
Oh, Max, not in front of the ladies.
I am sure that they are aware that I've seen you undressed before. So, I insist you proceed at once.
Oh, very well, dear. Yvette! Please come out and entertain the king while I dress.
Your Majesty, the Queen has often spoken to us of your many adventures. But I have longed to hear them from your lips myself.
It was a lifetime ago. I can hardly remember the time.
Why, your Majesty is too modest. Why, I heard that you single-handedly captured the horrible Black Knight.
Oh, yes, that is true. As a matter of fact, it was a wound from that sword fight which caused the limp, which affects me to this very day. No! Why, yes. Why, you could still feel the scar. It's right over here.
Why, your Majesty, may I touch it too?
Certainly not.
Oh, lovely, lovely, my dear. That one is most becoming. You will look as when we first met.
Do I?
Oh, decidedly so. Do you remember the day?
How could I forget our wonderful wedding day?
It all comes rushing back to me now. When I first saw you approach me down that long aisle, a veritable Grecian goddess.
Yes.
Imagine my joy at discovering my bride to be was such a striking beauty. You know these arranged marriages can be disappointing when one's future mate is somewhat less than attractive.
Well, I can certainly attest to that.
What's that you're saying, my love?
I was saying that I can certainly attest to that not being true in our case.
Seeing you so attired has stoked the fires of youth within me. I'm intoxicated by the perfumed memories of our first days together. My dear, I.
Oh, Max, dear, are you all right?
My dear. When I muse upon the wondrous fortune that of late I have amassed. I'm aware of the air of invincibility I seem to cast, yet I sense old age is creeping up upon me all too fast, and my flesh is much too quick to heed the call. Ah, sweet youth, to feel the fire burning in my loins again. Ah, sweet youth, you will never return again. You'll never come. Ah, you'll never come. Never come again. When I think about the glories of my not so distant past, I can honestly admit I don't regret they did not last. To recount my many exploits would leave the faint-hearted aghast. I'm amazed that I'm even here at all. Ah, sweet youth, to feel the fire burning in my loins again. Ah, sweet youth, you will never return again. You'll never come. Ah, you'll never come. Never come. How the memories of past, and they explode before my eyes like some fatal blast. All the many battles that I put to sea my last, a weaker man could never stand. My mortal enemy would strike a wounding blow. I would carry with my sword for an valiant show. Then into the side emerged from the fray they'd hear me crow. I smoke, a ticket to Hades, I roll.
God preserve me, I'm still shaking. Get hold of yourself, Sidney. You gotta find it out. Now, where's the look? Wait a minute. An elf so clever as to spin straw into gold wouldn't be hiding himself in here. I must return to the forest and pray that luck is with me. Who is that? Show yourself, villain!
Vino! It is I who should be calling you Vino.
That sweet one. You do not think I went to the Queen's room willingly, do you?
Well, I suppose not.
Oh, that's my girl. Well, now that it's happily resolved, I must be on my way.
Sidney, you are leaving me already?
Only to return on the wings of an eagle.
But don't you have anything to say to me first?
Like what?
What does a man usually say when he is alone with a woman?
Yvette, it'll take an eternity to do justice to your charms. And I'm hoping that that day will come very soon, but right now we're put us both in great peril.
What do you mean?
I'm on a secret mission for the princess.
What kind of a mission?
Oh, it's so secret I can tell no one.
Not even me?
Not even you, my dear one.
Then you do not trust me?
With my life.
Then why won't you tell me?
Because it was put us both in great danger now.
I think you are lying.
Perish the thought.
Ah, you want to see another woman. I can see it in your eyes.
Oh, Yvette!
You stupid tongue will not fool me again.
But you're the only girl for me.
No. Even if I were to lose the wager now, I would not marry you. Betrayer. Just another pretty face. It's not all I am to you. You stolen a place I cannot erase.
princess is sweet and kind. To her pain I must be blind. Why to end my lonely plight? A guilty conscience I must fight. She agreed to the deal. Am I to blame if Rumpelstiltskin is my name? Good day, princess. Good day, little man. Have you by chance changed your mind? No, I've not changed my mind. But your concern distresses. Because I am kind, I'll give you 3 guesses.
Well, then I must try my luck. Let me see. Is your name Archibald?
No.
Perhaps then it is Hubert?
No.
Well, then only one choice remains. Would your name be Rumpelstiltskin?
No. It cannot be. What will now become of me? My heart is breaking. Can't you see? Don't leave me in my misery.
Rumpelstiltskin, you have been a good friend. It was your help that made my happiness possible. And I shall repay you. Come along. I have a surprise for you. happened to be.
My dearest love, how can it be you choose such a name for a king to be?
My darling husband, can't you see that Rumpelstiltskin is a friend to me? I owe to him my very life. Because of him I am your wife.
This has really turned out better than I could plan. Because she has a kind heart, I am a happy man.
Did you hear that? Rumpelstiltskin was a strange name for a prince. Couldn't they think of something else like Henry or Charles or Vince?
Did you hear that? Rumpelstiltskin, what a strange name for a lad. They say one can get used to anything, I guess it's not so bad.
May I introduce my long-lost friend, the namesake of our boy? To him I owe everything. He's the cause for all our joy.
Rumpelstiltskin, there's another. God help us if he has a brother.
Dear friends, I like the sound of that. Dear friends, and all not to be alone. Another life. We have come through trial and tribulation to arrive at this happy situation. It began with a miller seeking glory and ends with a moral to our story. You get what you give in the end. On that you can always depend. If you try to be kind, we think you will find that you get what you give in the end. You reap what you sow, rest assured. Though your fate may often seem absurd, forget what you've heard. We give you a word that you reap what you sow, rest assured.
When someone's in need, you should never let grief keep you from the good deed you should do. It is wise to pay heed when you hear someone plead for someday that someone could be you. You get what you give in the end. On that you can always depend. If you try to be kind, we think you will find that you get what you give in the end. You get what you give in the end. You get what you give in the end. When life is tragic, we all need magic to set us free. That's not where love is We always do it. She will do it. And we go back. That's why we're so happy tonight. Faster, 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 faster. Running, 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 down and down it goes. Down and down it goes. It's better to see how much it will be. Running, 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 up and down it goes. Round and round it goes so fast. It's magic, can't you see how much it will be? Run and run when life is tragic. We all need magic to set us free. This time when all is beyond, I'll take the back. I can really go with you. She will go through it.
Terrific. Better than a night of dancing.